Here, we want to draw hypocycloid. Hypocycloid, it is a curve generated by a rolling circle when rolling circle rolls inside of the another circle. Okay, so here small r capital of radius of a rolling circle, capital R radius of directing circle. Okay, so using this formula P angle P O P dash. So this angle is, suppose this point is P, O, O is center of bigger circle, this point P dash. Okay, when rolling circle rolls one complete rotation inside this bigger circle, the distance traveled by this one is equal to the circumference of this circle. But this path is having the curve, so we have to find out this distance in terms of angle. So using this formula, we have found out this angle. Okay. So what I have done first, then first I have taken a O point anywhere. Then I have taken a radius 100 mm and then I have drawn this curve. Okay. Up to inside of this bigger circle. Okay. In first I have done mistake what? I have drawn this circle outside of this circle, or I have taken C point here, which is wrong. Okay, so P is point of contact between this both the circle. So our circle rolled inside of this circle, so I have to take the C point inside of the circle. So radius is given 25. So I have taken the radius 25. Then I have taken a P as the center and I have marked this point C. Okay, so I have marked the center of smaller circle, rolling circle. Then I have taken a center as a C. With a radius of smaller circle, I have completed this circle. Now I have to divide this circle and this path into same number of equal paths. Already I have drawn the center line. Take another center line perpendicular to this. So divide this circle into 8 equal parts. Divide this circle into 8 equal parts and this angle also into 8 equal parts. Okay. So use your compass and so I have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. I'm erasing some part, otherwise my drawing becomes complicated. So I have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. Now any one of you give me the answer. Now I have to mark the point 1 to up to 8. So in which direction I have to mark the point 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the 8? Whether it is in a clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Tell me, whether I have to mark the point 1 here or here. Which one is correct?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
At morning we have seen, in case of a cycloid, we have divided this circle and we have marked this point 1, 2, 3 in the anti-clockwise direction. For cycloid. For epicycloid also, we have marked this point and we have marked this point in the anti-clockwise direction. Idea is that when your circle start to roll, this point first come in contact with this line. Here also in case of epicycloid, when your circle roll, this point will first come in contact with the generating circle. So use the same methodology. Now tell me whether I have to mark a point 1 here or here. Right side or left side?
Right side.
Right side.
Clockwise.
See here, Only we have to say this rolling circle will roll on the right side. Okay, so this point will first come in contact with this generating circle, this directing circle. Okay, so in this case, we have to give the point in the clockwise direction. This is the difference between your EP and hypocycloid. Why? Idea is simple, because when your circles start to roll, this point first come in contact with the this path. That's why we have to give the points in a clockwise direction. Okay. So now we have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. Now divide this angle also into 8 equal parts. Either you can use the graphical method, or we know the angle 90 degree. We can divide by calculating its 8 part. So first I will use the graphical method. I will first make it to equal parts. Already I have drawn the center line. Take another center line perpendicular to this. So divide this circle into 8 equal parts. Divide this circle into 8 equal parts, and this angle also into 8 equal parts. Okay. So use your compass and so I have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. I'm erasing some part, otherwise my drawing becomes complicated. So I have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. Now any one of you give me the answer. Now I have to mark the point 1 to up to 8. So in which direction I have to mark the point 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the 8? Whether it is in a clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Tell me, whether I have to mark the point 1 here or here. Which one is correct?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
At morning we have seen, in case of a cycloid, we have divided this circle and we have marked this point 1, 2, 3 in the anti-clockwise direction for cycloid. For epicycloid also, we have marked this point and we have marked this point in the anti-clockwise direction. Idea is that when your circles start to roll, this point first come in contact with this line. Here also in case of epicycloid, when your circle roll, this point will first come in contact with the generating circle. So use the same methodology. Now tell me whether I have to mark the point 1 here or here. Right side or left? It is 100 minus 25, 75 mm. So mark this locus of a center C. Now I am erasing certain part. But in your drawing, keep with a faint line. Don't erase the total. This is called constructional part. It must be seen with a faint line, remember. So we have found out the locus of center C. Now we have to mark the locus of each point. So for that, again take O as a center, O1 as a radius, and which must coincide with locus of 7 also. So draw this curve, then take O2 as a radius, draw the curve, then O3 and O5 must coincide, draw this curve, and last one O4. So draw the locus of all the point 1 to 8. Because one point will be locus on this locus of that point itself. Okay. So take O as a center, O1 as a radius, which must coincide with the 7 point also, and draw this locus. Then take O as a center, O2 as a radius, which must coincide with 6 also. Draw this locus. Take O3 as a radius, it must coincide with O5. Draw this locus, and last one O4 as a radius and draw the locus. Okay. Now, this is our initial point, point P, which is fixed point on the circumference of a rolling circle and which is in contact with our directing circle, that is a bigger circle. Okay. So, P point at a distance of small r, that is 25 mm from point center C. Okay. Now our circle start to roll. So now take C1 as a center and extend this locus of 1. Now take this radius equal to 25 mm. Our circle start to roll. Next position of a rolling circle is at C1. C is at C1. So take center as C1 and cut this R which is passing through point 1. My rolling circle. Now this rolling circle start to roll inside this circle. Okay. So my initial position is this one. Now my circle start to roll. So now next position is C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. Okay. So when my rolling circle is at C1, point also moves through next position. So it is at a distance of 25 mm. So take this radius, take C1 as a center and cut the locus passing through point 1. Through 1 we have drawn this locus by taking O as a center. So take C1 as a center, cut the arc passing through locus 1, mark this point P1. Next position, take C2 as a center, cut the arc passing through point 2. So this, extend this, so 2 point is here. We have drawn this locus. So this point P2. Next position C3. Take C3 as a center, cut the arc passing through point 3. Here I have to extend this curve. We have drawn this locus like this. So 2, 1, then point 3, and last one through point 4. Okay. So take a radius, our radius remains fixed, that is 25 mm. Now take C3 as a center, cut the locus passing through point 3. So here we got the next point, that is P3. Then next position C4, which must be tangential to this last curve. So here comes the point P4. Then take C5 as a center, cut the line cut the locus passing through point 5. So this will be P5, then C6, cut the arc passing through point 6. So P6, then P7 and C8. Last point must come up on the circumference of a bigger circle. So here you can see this is our initial point P, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8. Okay. So with a smooth curve, so this curve generated, it is called as a hypocycloid. Actually, this point must come inside of this angle. Okay, understood? समझ लगा? Yes.
Yes, sir. समझ लो.
Okay. Now I have given the 3 questions. Okay. Now I think all of you have solved this question with me. So on a drawing sheet, solve this question. That question 3. Okay, take a photo of your drawing, and important, below each problem